So back when I was in the Navy, right, we had this like sort of weird joint force thing going on where we had the Marines and the Air Force working with the Navy about something. I don't know. But anyway, so there I was down on the pier fetching a bucket of steam for the boilers when all of a sudden I see two generals and an admiral just walking along, some sort of weird heated debate about which armed force provides the bravest people. And I'm like, okay, well, whatever, guys. But anyway, so I'm over here just overhearing and whatnot. And the Air Force general's like, the Air Force has the bravest people. And watch, let me prove it. So he looks around and it's like, you, airman. And then, this flyboy comes running over. He's like, yes, General. And he pops off a salute. He's like, AFC, I need you to swim out there and go to that buoy over there and just ring the bell for me and swim on back. And the Air Force guy pops off a salute. He's like, yes, General. And he jumps into the water and he starts swimming. Doesn't even make it about halfway before he, gets a cramp and drowns. Very sad. And so the Air Force general is obviously very proud. And I'm looking at this guy like, what the heck, man? And then, of course, the Marine, he's like, that's nothing. It's nothing. He just yells, private! And like magic, a freaking private just appears right next to him. And he grunts something. I'm sorry, I don't speak caveman. But he grunts something, and then the general hands him an apple and says, hold this in your mouth while I shoot it out. And the private just pops off a salute, goes up and puts the apple in his mouth. And the general, he pulls out his gun and fires like straight point, like that, right? Now, of course, the private pulls the apple out, spits the bullet out, salutes, and then goes back about his business. The Navy admiral just shakes his head and scans the place. He sees me, points over at me. He's like, hey, shipmate, points up to the aircraft carrier next to us, and he's like, I'm going to need you over to that flight deck right there, and then jump down and come talk to me. I look around between the three of them like, with all due respect, sir,